The speakers in the Kia PV5 are good, but not great. Today, we're going to be upgrading the door speakers and adding extra tweeters in the door pillars. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsors, Howden's Modified Van Insurance. That's right, A-Plan are now Howden's. They still do exactly the same in that they will insure your van from the time you buy it until you completely convert it into a camper van and beyond. And if you want an exclusive rate on your next policy, please mention Combe Valley Campers and they will sort you out. From the moment the Kia PV5 was launched, people have said the speakers system inside was adequate, but not great. If you're a fan of music or just a decent speaker system, we've got just the thing for you today. We've been working with a company called SCR Distribution, and they are a company known for making speaker upgrades and wiring looms that are plug and play for all manner of cars, from anything from a Porsche all the way up to the Kia PV5, and this is their latest product. We are now offering a speaker upgrade for the Kia PV5 Passenger and the Cargo. Now, in the Passenger, you actually have tweeter speakers in the pillars, in the doors, but in the Cargo, you don't. What we've got here is a kit that will upgrade your speaker system with a built-in crossover, so you can actually add a tweeter to that door pillar. But the first thing we need to do is learn and then teach you how to remove that door trim. Let's get straight on it. When it comes to removing the door cards, it's a two-part process. The first thing you have to do is remove this door pillar. Now, this is off because I was able to send this away and the guys at SCR actually mounted our tweeter in it. But basically, you need to get a trim tool in and pop it off. And then you've got a series of clips and holes that just unhook from the door pillar. On the main door card itself, there are two fastening points. There is one behind this little piece of trim here. There's one screw behind there. And in the center of the door card, out of your normal field of vision, there's a little posi screw right here, or a Phillips screw right there. So I think we're just gonna remove one and two, and then we need to move to the bottom of the door. There's an indentation in the metalwork. You need to start from that point, and then using trim tools, you start to prise off the door panel and the clips release with a bit of a bang, but don't be scared. That was a little more painless than I thought it would be. As you can see, there's a series of these green clips all the way round, and as long as you can release one, then you can release all of them. Best tool that I've just found is the red trim tool. We sell these in our shop, and you just need to feed it under the door card, get as close as you can to that green one, and like I say, once you release one, you can prise it away a little bit, pop the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on. Then give the door card a sharp pull, and then underneath the door, or behind the door card, should I say, you have this clip here. This clip releases the door catch. So when you pull the door release lever, it pulls on this part here and actually releases the door catch. That is one little clip there, and it unhooks. And then there's one plug connector, and that's for all your window switches and mirror controls and stuff like that. Straight off the bat, look at the sound deadening in here. I actually spoke with the guys at SCR, and they said there's absolutely no need to put any further noise padding, sound insulation or anything behind this door, because it already comes with this. So that we don't need to touch again until we put the car together. Just leave that there for now. Looking at the inside of the door then, we've got the speakers, which we're going to replace, and then the inner plastics. Now, these are on most, if not all, cars, and it prevents any moisture coming in through from the inside cavity of the door and out. And we're not just replacing the speakers today. We're going to remove this because we are going to be fitting sound deadening as well. The kit's available, have 10 sheets of sound deadening with it. We're going to put 5 sheets in this door and 5 sheets in the other. First thing to do then is to remove this plastic. Now, you can just pull, but as you can see, this sealant here, if you were to just pull it, it stretches. So what I tend to do is just use a blade and slice it, because when it comes to reapplying this, you can just stick it back together again, and that is not coming off. So I just give it a slice with a clean blade, do this all the way around the door, and then once I've done that, we'll get inside and see where we can apply some sound deadening. Now the plastic membrane on the inside is removed, you can see pretty much all of the inner workings there, much the same as any other door. Next thing I'm going to do is to remove the speaker. That is 3 8mm bolts. So get that removed, and that will give us as much access as possible to start sound deadening the door. Now we're using the Dodomat Deaden product. We use that on a lot of our vehicles, generally for sound deadening and insulation, but again, it's come from the guys at SCR who do this sort of thing day in, day out, and the Dodo is highly recommended to put on the inner door skin of your Kia PV5 to give the best sound from your upgraded speakers. And there we go, I now have another huge access hole and the speakers off. Wow. You can even see now why that is much in need of a replacement. I think that is the smallest magnet I've ever seen on any car speaker. In fact, let me get the other one real quick. There you go. That is going to be quite the upgrade, even if you just look at the speakers on the back. And again, the guys from SCR said, very well executed, not fulfilled with a decent speaker. And the guys at SCR also very much pride themselves in finding the correct plugs and sockets to make this a purely plug and play fitment for your Kia. Gosh, I cannot wait to hear that. I would have loved to have done you a before and after sound difference, but it totally depends on what you're listening to. If you've got headphones, you're listening to your laptop, your TV, your phone, whatever. You just have to take my word for it. But straight away, without even turning the stereo on, you can see that that is going to be a huge upgrade. So what I'm going to do is clean up any surfaces. I've seen there's like a blob of sealant down here I need to remove before I get some completely clean surfaces. I'll give it a spray down with some thinners or brake cleaner just to get that surface free from any grease. Then I'll start using the roller to apply all of the sound deadening. Now the sound deadening is all complete, I can chuck that speaker back in. In terms of the amount used, I had 5 sheets. I used just over 4.5, so yeah, I've covered all the surfaces that I feel are necessary. I've even stuck a little bit on the inside of here, but obviously this is quite a heavily contoured area. The vibrations won't be as much. So yeah, I'm happy with what we've achieved there. In terms of putting the speaker back in, it's going to be pretty much the reversal of what you did. Obviously this speaker's a little larger, so those screws may well need, yeah, do you know what? They're going to need a spanner to go back in. So let me go and get a spanner. We'll chuck that speaker back in and start routing the wiring. That fits beautifully. And if I was to plug it into the factory loom, it's just in the right position. I thought whilst I was doing this, I could remove the speaker just to make my access to those bolts a bit easier. In reality, I can, but I don't want to disturb this plug. This plug is soldered to the back of this aftermarket speaker. I don't really want to disturb this. You may want to make your life easier by changing these maybe into some 8mm Allen-headed bolts. So you could just get an Allen key in there. But in reality, you can use the original fixings. It's just a little bit of a struggle. However, I am very happy with that fit and very happy with the finish. Before I put the wiring loom on, I'm going to put the plastic membrane on, and then we can show you how to plug it in and wire it up to where the tweeter will be. Nice bit of progress. The door membrane is now back on. I just rolled over that seal with the sound deadening roller, but as you can see, that's stuck fast. Me slicing it and then sticking it back on has made no difference whatsoever. So very happy with that. Speakers in, and the wiring loom is now plugged in. What I did was use a series of these small cable ties. For reference, these are 100 by 2.5mm. Cable tied this all out the way. Now I haven't fastened this part yet. This is the crossover to go between the speaker and the tweeter. I don't know yet how the door card will pop on. I may actually use some sticky back tape or double-sided tape just to mount that there, but I will trial fit the door pocket first. Everything's ready. I can pop that door card back on, and then we'll plug the tweeter in and put that final trim piece back in place. So this is the replacement A-pillar trim. Well, really, it's the door trim, but known as an A-pillar trim, I guess. The guys at SCR did us an absolute solid here, and not only did they mount and sculpt the tweeter in, because they knew this was going on camera, they have done us a beautiful suede liner, and they've actually embossed Combe Valley Campers CVC logos in there as well, which makes me extremely happy. So thank you guys over at SCR. Impeccable detail. Thank you so much. When it comes to popping these back on, obviously we've got our new loom here. That plugs into the corresponding wires on the back of the panel, 1 and 2. And then it's just a case of locating all of the tabs and then knocking it in for a final time. And that's it, as easy as that. When it comes to your speaker pod, what they do is provide you with a tweeter for your cargo, because like I said at the beginning of the video, this panel doesn't come with a tweeter for the cargo. So what is supplied is a speaker, and then all you need to do is use a hole saw to cut a hole within your trim, and then this tweeter pod, or the one that comes supplied with your kit, mounts from the back and just pokes through a nice drilled hole in that trim panel. But as for now, we have this beautifully trimmed one. I can't wait to test it. Before we do, let's go and do the other side. Quick rattle through, door stripped, sound deadening, put it back together, test the speaker. Combe Valley Campers can save you £250 on your Kia PV5. Do you like the look of these fans? Are you considering buying one? Head down to Birchwood PBV in Eastbourne, have a chat with the guys down there, mention Combe Valley Campers, and you will save £250 on the purchase of your Kia PV5. How good does that sound? Again, like we said earlier, you're not going to hear the difference between your speakers and mine when you're listening to it on your phone or your TV. However, I can tell you that is a huge improvement. The bass is deeper, the sounds from the tweeter are richer. I'm extremely happy. And added to that, we've got the sound deadening in the doors. Makes for a wonderful, wonderful upgrade. And it's really easy to do. You can do this at home. You're going to need some trim tools, an 8mm spanner, a Phillips screwdriver, and a blade. And that's about it, really. When it comes to sound deadening, I'd always use a roller just to make sure that it's definitely stuck in there. But easy upgrade, cheap upgrade, marked improvement, bearing in mind how lame the original Kia speakers are. Now we've seen them. Now you get them out and you think, oh my gosh, this thing doesn't even weigh anything. So once again, thanks to the guys at SCR Distribution. Fantastic kit, really, really good. They've done so much research into the Kia, and this is pretty much part one of this upgrade. What they've also done is created a built-in amplifier to plug in to the factory stereo and a sub, and we'll bring those guys down and we'll do that video another day. But for now, speaker upgrade with the tweeter. Thank you so, so much for watching. All this kit is available down below in the description, and we've got so much more to look forward to on this build. We're going to be fitting windows, sound deadening and installation that's designed with EVs in mind, ply panels, floors, interiors, electrics. It's all coming up. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.